bumps out of other people and whatnot. Amen? People are watching you. People are listening to everything you say. And we're talking about unsaved people now. People are paying attention to the kinds of jokes you laugh at. They're listening to the kind of jokes you tell. Some of your jokes are just as sexual as, you follow? They have bad connotations, and sometimes it's the Christian people in the office who get dirty jokes and dirty conversations going. Huh? So-called Christian people who go to church, they're the ones who stimulate and get these dirty conversations going. And the unsaved people in the office, they put them together. And one day they can draw a line and line up and say, man, if she's a Christian, I don't want to go part of that. Or if he's a Christian, I don't want that. I'm better than her. I live a better life than her. I love my husband more than she loves him. Her husband, and so on and so forth. And vice versa. I love my wife more than he loves his wife, and so on. So why should I go to church? Why should I go to his church? They can't help me. Amen? Relationships with the lost can serve as the basis for continued relationship with them after they are saved. And 2, developing relationship with the lost is an ongoing process. Relationship with the lost is an ongoing process. If an effort to share the gospel is not well received, we may need to move on. We may need to move on. Leave them alone. Your efforts, it's not working. Leave them alone, okay? Just as Jesus could not stay in one place, we cannot limit our outreach to just a few friends, relatives, and neighbors. No. 3, therefore we must always be on the lookout for a new relationship with the lost. A simple hospitality will go a long way. Both offered and accepted. It will go a long way. Matthew extended hospitality to his friends soon after Jesus called him. Jesus accepted the opportunity to eat and be with the lost. You know the story of Zacchaeus, right? Short guy who had to climb the tree to see Jesus. Right? He was a tax collector, a thief, and all that. But he wanted to see Jesus. But because he was so short, he couldn't see him unless he climbed the tree. He'd climb up a tree. And when Jesus passed under the tree, Jesus looked up and saw him. Of course, being a prophet like Jesus was, Jesus knew that he was in the tree. Jesus even knew who he was. And Jesus addressed him and told him that he would come to his house that day. And you know the story. He was willing to relate to the lost. So inviting the lost to our assemblies or to our churches can be very profitable. Can be very profitable. And I want to encourage all of us to do that. To invite the lost. The church is not for the sick, not for the well, not for the saved. The church is for the lost. Invite them to church. We would like to see this church filled with unsaved young people. I would love to see that. To the overflow, so someone have to sit on the rug. Where they can get the word, and where they can respond to the gospel and give their lives to Christ and whatnot. Giving them an opportunity to meet other Christians with whom they may also develop relationships. And in conclusion, as you can see, I had to rush through this tonight. And in conclusions, to be useful to the master, an individual must prepare himself. We got to prepare ourselves. We got to prepare ourselves. 2 Timothy chapter 2. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verses 21 and 22. We got to prepare ourselves. We have to prepare ourselves. Therefore, if anyone cleanses himself from the latter, he will be a vessel for honor, sanctified and useful for the master, prepared for every good work. So we have to prepare ourselves, and we have to sanctify ourselves, and useful for the master, prepared for every good work. Flee also youthful lusts, but pursue righteousness, faith, love, peace with those who call on the Lord with a pure heart. And so the same is true regarding churches. The same is true regarding churches. A congregation that has prepared itself will be used by the Lord. So a congregation has to prepare itself too. Just as the Lord was willing to provide an open door for the church in Philadelphia, in Revelation chapter 3 and verse 8. The church has to prepare itself, just like individuals have to prepare itself. And so what I'm saying again, let me repeat the point, that it's useless for us to go and try and evangelize the world, bring them into the church, and the church is not prepared to deal with them. The church is not prepared to nurture them and to work with them and to encourage them and, you follow? And assimilate them and become a part of their lives and whatnot. And so unless the church is prepared and ready for that, let's just cool down. Because we can end up losing every one of those young people, never to ever come back in the church again. Because they got a bad experience. Yes, they gave their life to Christ. Yes, they said the sinner's prayer at the crusade on the corner, street corner, or wherever it was. They came into the church with great expectations, only to discover that the church was not prepared for them. The church was not ready for them. And they felt rejected. They felt unloved. Because nobody reached out to them. Nobody seemed to care for them. And so they got discouraged and they left the church. And they went back into the world, maybe more so than they were even before. Never to ever come back into the church. Is that what we want? You don't want that. That's why it's important for the church to be ready and prepared. The church got to be taught. That's why teaching is important. Very important. And most Christians don't have the tolerance for teaching. You see them yawning and falling asleep. Because they want to be razzle-dazzled with nonsense. They want to be entertained. And they want word, but they don't want the word. Well, come on, they don't want the word. They don't have the tolerance for this. Everybody wants word. And they running behind prophetic churches. And they're not growing spiritually. They're not growing. Hallelujah. And like I said, so the same is true regarding churches. The congregation that has prepared itself will be used by the Lord. And so if the church is not prepared, it will not be used by the Lord. And number 3, and so as we have seen, I'm closing now, we must prepare ourselves both as a congregation and as individuals. And I'm trying to prepare the church. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to prepare the church for growth. For that when the young people come in, when the young converts come in, that the environment within the church will be conducive for them to grow and for them to want to stay. But the onus rests mostly upon us as individuals. And it rests upon us as individuals. For a chain is no stronger than its weakest link. You can believe that. In other words, the church is no stronger than its weakest member. And so if we as individuals fail to do our part, any effort by the congregation as a whole is greatly weakened, if not mortally wounded. We can go, yes, I can go out there, and Sister Emmy can go out there, and you guys can go there and have a great evangelist effort, and hundreds of young people can come to Christ. The question is, where are they going? Where are you going to take them? Huh? Where are you going to take them where they can be nurtured and disciplined and encouraged to continue on for the Lord? Where? What church? What church? Your church? Is your church ready for that? Honestly, is your church ready for that?
I believe.
All right.
I think so. That's so.
The question is that the question is in your honest opinion, when you go out to evangelize those young people and you bring them to God, is your church equipped enough to keep them in the church?
That's the question. That is the question.
She don't know. Pastor, continue.
Do we really want to grow? And I'm gonna wrap it up now, and then if we can open the floor afterwards. Do we really want to grow is the question. As with the physical body, the only alternative to growth is gradual decay and death. And that is what is happening in the churches. Gradual decay and death. We're talking about young converts now. Those who just came into the church. Gradual decay and death. Shall we be like the church at Laodicea or the church at Philippi? The answer may very well be found on whether we are getting ready to grow. Are we getting ready to grow? And that is what we're trying to do with this series of teaching, to help the church to get ready for growth. Because when young converts come in the church among us, we don't want to lose them. We don't want to lose them. We want them to the point where they can't wait for the next church night. I think I heard Brother Devon say that recently. Right? Devon said that recently. When we have church again, he's so excited about the Word. He can't get enough of the Word. And I love him for that. I love Brother Devon for that. I love him for that. I love him for that. He can't get enough of the Word. My gracious, can you imagine what it would be like if, Brother Devon, if we have this a church filled with young people like himself? And so I want to challenge you tonight to duplicate yourself in as many young people as you can. In Jesus' mighty name.